up, guys? Doing a vlog in the truck on the way to the office today, and I really didn't have much of a topic to talk about, but as I was driving prior to turning on the camera, I thought I'd mention that I've been doing this. I don't know if I think I've mentioned it. I've been doing this declutter thing and getting rid of stuff in the house. I just got too much crap, when I talked about the tiny house and minimalist type living stuff. Well, I'm not trying to get to that point or to that level of minimalism, but I do have a lot of crap that basically needed to be let go, and so I've been doing a lot of that lately. And alongside of that, there are non-material things that I decided to let go as well, and one of them was Facebook. Now, the only reason I really used Facebook was because I was a member of a few groups, so that was the primary reason. I mean, when I first started Facebook years ago, it was fun. It was the new thing, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else. I just get tired of seeing the same crap on there, and it's just a lot of times it's the same thing on Instagram or any other social media platform that's similar. One of my biggest pet peeves is a lot of the passive-aggressive things where friends of mine would post something like, "Oh, one of my kids got hurt this weekend. Glad it wasn't more serious." And they won't say another thing. And all their other friends will pipe in, "Oh my God, is everything okay? What happened? What happened?" And these people will intentionally leave everybody hanging for a day, just to garner all those comments, and then finally say something like, "Oh, Joey fell down and skinned his knee." Really? So you left everybody hanging on the edge of their seat because Joey fell down? Okay? Thank you for that. And it's just the boy who cried wolf thing. Pretty soon people are not even going to care what you post. Another good one, people, I just want to wish a happy birthday to my little Jimmy, who turned 1 year old today. Well, I'm sure Jimmy will be checking his Facebook page later that day and will be very grateful that you wished him a happy birthday on your Facebook page. Again, attention seeking, it maddens me. And, I know that people miss their loved ones, but they can't read what you post on Facebook if they've passed. If you're a religious person or spiritual, you have to know that deep in your heart that they know you miss them, so you don't have to post it on something ridiculous like Facebook. Now, I was a member of several groups, and those groups were kind of informative and a way to keep up with different technologies and motorcycling and things of that nature. I also helped, to start the KLR Delusionals Facebook page, but regrettably, fellas, I just had to let it go. I was tired of Facebook, so every one of you other guys are admins on there, so it should be fine without me for sure. The only administrating that I did was to approve member requests anyway. But so that's part of the declutter, just freeing up another thing I don't have to check throughout the day. Not like I checked a lot of Facebook anyway. And it feels good to let go of things, physical things or non-physical things. I really have thrown a bunch of stuff away. I started a web page several years ago called GarageSalePictures.com, and I'll put a link to it in the description, and I've mentioned it in previous vlogs. But what I would do is the wife and I would always go to a lot of thrift stores, and I would see old film cameras in there that still had film in them. And it used to not worry me, but it used to, I used to think, man, that's horrible. Someone just let this camera go, and with photos on it. And a lot of the photos that we took before the digital age, that's all we had to remember people, places, and things in our life. So we would take a picture of it, get the film developed, and we'd have something to look at to remember these things. Well, in my mind, somebody has just discarded all these memories that are in there. There could be the only picture of Grandma June that's in existence that you could have handed down, or if your great-great-granddaughter or son wants to know what great-grandpa's Smitty looked like, And if you don't have a photo to show them, there's not much you can do. So we were in an antique mall here in King George, and I bought a Kodak tourist camera. And these cameras were made way back in, I don't know, maybe from the 50s up or something. I think they were started, the Kodak tourist, in the 50s. And I'll put a photo of what that camera looks like here. Well, I bought the camera because it had a roll of film in it. Now, mind you, this is a medium format camera, so I think the film was 120, not 120. I don't remember the film size, but it was medium format, big film. Big spools were about that tall and skinny. So I bought the film and went online to a website called thedarkroom.com, sent them the film, and they developed it. There were 2 or 3 photos on that roll of film. 3, you know. So someone had taken 3 photos with that camera and never used it again. It was still in the original box. The camera was in pristine shape. I still have it. I actually used it. I bought some film and actually took some photos with that. And if I can find them, I'll throw them up here as well. So I started this website because what I started doing was buying all these cameras. If we were at a thrift store and I saw a camera, even if it was digital, sometimes it would still have the media card in it. So I would buy cameras that still had a roll of film inside, or digital cameras that still had the SD card or the memory card, whatever kind of card it used. And I would bring them home and I would send the rolls of film off, paying all this. So I'd pay for the camera, you know, it was used, it's $5 or $7, and then I'd pay to get the film developed. And then I'd upload these photos to the website, garagesalepictures.com, in hopes that somebody would see a photo of a friend or family, loved one, what have you, and, you know, maybe then they could save that memory for them. I haven't touched it in a while. The film cameras kind of started drying up. I haven't seen any in a long time. And they actually did an article on it here in the local newspaper, the Fredericksburg Freelance Star here in Fredericksburg, which is pretty cool. I thought that was very fun. A reporter came out and interviewed me, and they ran an article in the paper. If I can find that, I'll link that in the description as well. But anyway, this was a fun thing for me. Well, back to the decluttering. Sorry for that jaunt into something I was doing, but I had all the negatives and all the CDs and the little sheet of proofs they send me back from the darkroom with these pictures. Why I kept all that, I'll never know. Anyway, it was something that I was hoping if somebody would, hey, I know that's Joe Blow's Snuffy's mom or whatever. Well, I would have a CD or the negatives to provide them. Well, not anymore. It was in a big box of rolled up negatives and CDs. Why am I keeping this stuff? It's just a box taking up space in my house that's going to end up getting moved around because I'm not touching it. So I tossed it. So I'm just, my point is, if you're interested in decluttering your life, start doing it. You just can't wait. I mean, you keep saying, I keep meaning to do this, or I want to do that, or I plan to do this. The plan is to do it now. It feels good to throw stuff away. So anyway, I'm over 8 minutes on this vlog. Thanks for hanging in and listening to me rant and rave. You guys be safe. I'll talk to you again next time. Take it easy. I want to take a couple of minutes and thank you. If you watched the video all the way to the end and you're seeing this, I really, really appreciate it. I'll put my email address and my mailing address right over here somewhere. And if you have stickers you want to send me, I'd appreciate it. Talk to y'all again soon. Goodbye.